Good afternoon and welcome to the Class of 2025 Commencement Ceremony. At this time, would the senior choir students please come forward to sing the national anthem and alma mater? Parents, please rise.
So proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? We thy children, Kingston High School, one in loyalty, ever shall be bound together by our love for thee. May thy ideals like the Catskills, rising towards the blue, like the never-changing Hudson, be as great and true. Alma mater, Kingston High School, we shall never fail to respect thee and be love thee. KHS, all hail, all hail.
Please be seated. It is my pleasure now to announce our welcome speaker, our principal, Dr. Rachel Skorka. Give it up.
Good afternoon and welcome, Dr. Padalino and our district cabinet members, our building level administration, board members, Dr. Allison Buckley from SUNY Ulster, family, friends, supporters, teachers, and of course, the superstars of the night, the class of 2025. You did it. I also want to acknowledge the class of 2025 support team, including school counselors Alan Idella, Karen Madonna, and Jasenia Vasquez, AP Rolando Briseño, school psychologist Kat Coleman, social workers Catherine Timbrook and Estella Rosario, nurse Robin Quick, and our clerical team Robin Hastings and Angela Cecilia. I also want to acknowledge our advisors, Lainey Bowler and Chris and Nick Criswonos. It takes a village, and what a great one you are. Your team helped this group graduate, and I hope you know how much I appreciate and respect your teamwork and collaboration. I also want to give a big shout out and thank you to our custodial team, buildings and grounds, and our communications department for all the work they put in today's ceremony. We could not do this without you. Now, on to my speech. Don't worry, Dr. Padalino, it's not too long. Almost immediately, from the time you can form sentences as a child, someone will ask you the existential question, what do you want to be when you grow up? This question is really about your profession, and if you are anything like me, your answer changed as you grew, as you learned more about yourself and the world, and accepted some of the realities and difficulties that you faced. You might have met some inspirational people who influenced you, or maybe you still can't answer that question, and that's okay. I always absorbed whatever I was learning or reading at the time, and that became my answer. After a trip to Disney World in first grade, I became obsessed with the Pirates of the Caribbean ride and came home wanting to take out every book possible in the library on pirates, and that became my answer. I'm not sure I had family support to be a pirate, but this was soon replaced when we learned about whales and dolphins in school. And then I wanted to become a marine biologist. Later on, it morphed to archaeologist when we began learning about ancient civilizations. This changed again to lawyer, then writer, landing on investigative journalist, which is what I first went to school for, majoring in broadcast journalism. In my life, I have dreamed and built stories around all of these professions, and I landed in the world of education, which is the best possible career for me. Certainly the most meaningful, but it took time, courage, and self-exploration to get here. And I'm still adding layers to my identity. We stop asking people at a certain age, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because at some point we decided the person was grown up and couldn't possibly have more careers brewing. But maybe we should change the question, since people are never really done growing, changing, and learning. Maybe we should ask, what kind of person do you want to be? Or to quote one of my favorite poets, Mary Oliver, tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? So graduates, I ask you this, not the dreaded, what are your plans after high school question, but how will you fill your lives and what kind of people will you be? These are better questions and are more intentional about you as a person, regardless of the profession you choose to pursue. I can't answer these questions for you, but I can send you off with some suggestions and recommendations that have served me well. Choose loving and supportive people to surround yourself with. Observe your surroundings and ask questions before passing judgment. Bring kindness, positivity, and a listening ear when you are invited to a space or place. Find activities that make you feel productive and proud. Use your voice to advocate and speak up about issues and people that need your attention. Try your best, keep your word, give your all. Be colorful. Never apologize for being yourself and love and celebrate your quirks. You invite and inspire other people to embrace themselves when you are comfortable in your own skin. Believe in magic. Stop every so often to look at the stars. And scream at the top of your lungs when you find a song that speaks to your soul. Remember your home, but do not be afraid to start a new chapter in a different place. And those childhood dreams, don't forget them. 2 years ago, I had the opportunity to travel to Egypt. And even though I wasn't going as an archaeologist, when I crouched down in the Great Pyramid sweating buckets in July, I made my 6th grade heart happy. I still carry that girl inside me, and all of you have different versions living within you. You can find success through accomplishing some of these goals and milestones. Success has many forms and looks differently for each one of you, but I can't wait to see where you go and how you find it. You are graduating from Kingston High School, and the rest of your life takes whatever direction you choose. You will change courses, make new discoveries, reconnect with old friends, and grow, learn, and thrive. Many parts of the future are unknown, but you are well equipped to face life's challenges. There will be times in the future when you feel defeated or sad. Come back to this moment and realize how strong you are and that you can and will survive adversity. A smooth sea never made a skilled pirate. Parents and supporters, I appreciate all that you've done, all that you do, and all that you've given to be here today. Graduation is a shared milestone for your family. Congratulations, class of 2025. You hold a special place in my heart, and I've enjoyed getting to know you over the course of your high school careers. Serving as your principal has been an honor and a joy. Best of luck to you, and keep in touch. Thank you. At this time, I would like to call Izzy Arkadapani back to the podium to continue our commencement.
Thank you. So as I was preparing for speaking at graduation, many people kept on reminding me about the whole microphone malfunction that happened at homecoming. So I've practiced and I think it sounds pretty good, so that's not going to happen this time. To the class of 2025, it is my pleasure to be addressing you one last time as your class president. For those who don't know me, my name is Isabella Arkanapani, but I'm better known as Izzy by my friends and my teachers. And I am the proud class of 2025 president. I would first like to show my gratitude to all of you for voting me your class president these past 4 years. It has been an honor to work with each and every one of you in this role. Together, we made a difference, and along the way, I made some lifelong friends, but most importantly, it allowed me to foster relationships with so many of you, and I will always and forever be grateful. Everyone believed in me when I didn't always believe in myself, so thank you for sticking with me since freshman year and allowing me to be my true self as your class president all these years. Many had hoped for graduation. We crossed days off our calendars and counted weeks and seconds since the first day of school pictures as freshmen. Our senior year could not come soon enough, as some of us are anxious for the next chapter. But now that I'm standing up here speaking for one last time, I feel mostly nostalgic. Walking through the halls of elementary school, waiting to go on the playground during recess, or being in middle school and getting super excited for the dances and field trips, even though we missed out on our 8th grade field trip. We're walking away from friends we've made since kindergarten and gained along the way, and saying goodbye to teachers and administrators that helped pave the way for us in high school. There are so many people sitting beside you and in the bleachers here at Dietz that have helped shape our lives in some way. We would not be here without them. I would like to show some appreciation for my family for always being there for me through all the good and all the bad. I wouldn't be here without you all. I would also like to show an extra thanks to my mom, my biggest inspiration, my best friend, the dazzling woman from whom I received my personality and confidence from, Jen Arkanapani. She never told me I couldn't do something, and she always pushed me to be the best version of myself, whether it's the decisions I've made about my future or who I wanted to be as a person. She made me the person I am today. Seniors, I want you to reflect on who this person or thing is for you. A family member, best friend, grandparent, or teacher. What are your dreams and aspirations? What do you want to achieve? Find something you believe in or that you want to hold on to and keep it with you for the rest of your life. Today is just the end of one chapter, but tomorrow is the start of a new one. Thinking about all the things we've accomplished in our short lives or the things we want to achieve, take everything you have learned and all your experiences and move forward. Take the next step. Some of us are going to college or joining the military, while some of us are going directly into the workforce. Whatever path you take, do it well. Be kind and grateful. Never change who you are for anyone. One day, someone will thank you for all the kindness you've shown them and appreciate who you are as a person. Always remember where you came from, and always remember our dear friends, Jack and Dylan, whose lives were taken too early and couldn't be here with us graduating today. In the famous words of Miley Cyrus, there's always going to be another mountain. I'm always going to want to make it move. Always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm going to have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side, it's the climb. Seniors, these next years to come are gonna be the climb. Take the next steps, ask questions, and don't be afraid as long as you're doing what you wanna do. And climb to the top of the mountain you are building for yourself. It has been an absolute joy being your class president all these years. I know you guys are tired of it. Good luck to the class of 2025, Kingston Tiger forever and always, and finally, your senior class president is signing out. Thank you. I would now like to introduce the class of 2025 Vice President and Student Government President, Katarina Dicing.
Good evening, everyone. Family, friends, teachers, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2025. I spent a lot of time thinking about what to say today, how to sum up all 4 years of laughter, struggle, late nights, early mornings, games, performances, heartbreak, healing, and growth. And the truth is, I don't have all the perfect words, but maybe that's what makes this moment so real. Because this isn't just the end of high school, this is the end of a chapter we wrote together. There's a quote by Winnie the Pooh that says, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard?" And standing here, looking at all of you, I realize how true that really is. This school, this class, has been more than just a place and a group of people. It's a community, a family, and like any other, I deeply care about. He was the kind of person who made everyone feel safe just being there. He listened more than he spoke, and he somehow always knew the right thing to say, especially when I didn't. Jack was my root, my person, my calm in the middle of all the chaos. Sorry, it's out of order. Okay, anyway, because at the end of the day, it's not about test scores or the trophies or even the titles that last, it's the connections, the people, the quiet, solid love that roots you when life starts pulling you in every direction. Even when we leave this place, scattered across states, campuses, careers, those roots remain. The impact we've had on each other doesn't disappear with a tassel flip or a walk across this stage. It stays, it grows. Class of 2025, we've learned how to lead, how to fall, how to get back up, and how to keep going when things feel impossible. But that is something no diploma can fully capture. And when the thought of saying goodbye hurts, it's because this journey meant something, because we meant something. So as we step into the unknown, hold on to these roots, the people and the memories that shaped you. Hold on to the friends who became your family, and most importantly, keep growing. For me, high school wasn't just about textbooks or titles. It was personal. There are moments where I struggled quietly with pain and pressure and with fear. Some of you know that I faced things that made me question my strength, my direction, and my limits. But through every challenge, I found people, friends, mentors, teachers who reminded me of my worth, who stood beside me when I couldn't stand on my own. I want to talk about friendship for a second. Not just the kind that signs your yearbook or snaps a picture at prom with you, but the kind that sticks, the kind that shapes who you become. There are 3 types of friends in life: leaves, branches, and roots. Leaves are there during warm and sunny months. They're fun and easy, but when the wind blows, they fall. Branches are stronger. You can lean on them a little bit more, but if you lean on them too much, they can snap. And then there are roots, the ones buried deep, the ones who hold you up no matter the storm. They're not always seen, but they're always there. Consistent, strong, grounded. They don't leave when life gets hard. They grow without you through every season. I've been blessed with some true roots in my life, and my biggest hope for each of you is that you find yours and that you become one for someone else. There is one person I need to talk about, Jack. He wasn't loud or the center of attention, but if you knew Jack, you knew how deeply he cared. But he was the kind of person who made everyone feel safe just being there. He listened more than he spoke and somehow always knew the right thing to say, especially when I didn't. Jack was and is my root, my person and my calm in the middle of all this chaos. His kindness, patience, steady presence left an impact not just on me, but on so many people I'm looking at today. Even now, I still hear his voice in the back of my mind, reminding me to keep going, to breathe, and to laugh, but most importantly, keep living. Though he's not physically here with us tonight, his love and his spirit are woven into who I am and everything I've done to stand on this stage speaking in front of you today. As we move forward into the next chapter, I hope we all carry a little bit of Jack with us. Be the quiet strength in the room. Be the person who really listens. Be someone's safe place. In a world that moves very fast and loud, choose to be the calm. Choose to be kind, because that's what Jack did. And if anyone here hasn't found your roots yet, let Jack be your first. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the test scores or the trophies, it's the connections, the people, the quiet, solid love. So as we step onto the unknown, hold on to these roots, the people, and the memories that shaped you, who you are, and who've become your family. And most importantly, keep growing. Thank you for trusting me to be your student government president and class vice president. It has been one of the greatest honors of my life. And now, with hearts full, eyes looking forward, we say goodbye, not to leave the past behind, but to carry it with us, always. Because how lucky are we to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Congratulations, class of 2025. We made it.
The student who earns the second highest academic average in the graduating class is recognized as the class salutatorian. The student receiving this award has earned an academic average of 101.6642. The Salutatorian Award is presented to Luke Cooper. Here you go, Luke.
Good evening, Kingston High School, families, staff, and students. Thank you for this tremendous honor. I am very grateful to be standing here today. As I reflect on our journey, all I can think about are the countless hours we have spent in classrooms, on athletic fields, and navigating the numerous ups and downs throughout our high school journey. So as we listen to all the people speak while we sit on this monumental day, make sure to remember that today is a day of celebration of the collective achievements of each of us and the unique paths that have brought us here together today. As I talk about the great things we have all overcome, I would like to start where it all began 4 years ago. Our freshman year, we came into this high school inexperienced, meek, yet ambitious at the same time. We all had the goal of graduating and pursuing greater endeavors, and told ourselves that nothing could get in our way. Though we may have been lost as we wandered endless halls and tried to find our footing, our determination and willpower got us through this harrowing year. During our sophomore year, we began branching out. We joined new clubs, varsity sports, and started to figure out who we were as people. We didn't always know what was going to happen or how our story would end, but we knew that by putting ourselves out there, everything would turn out for the best eventually. Our junior year is when the road ahead became much rockier. Whether it was balancing tough classes, part-time jobs, leadership roles, or taking care of younger siblings, the pressure of this year began to weigh on many of us. However, under this immense pressure, coal became diamonds. At this time, we discovered our strength, our resilience, and the power of our perseverance. The stress put upon us allowed us to grow, not just academically, but personally too. We learned adaptability, time management, and how to face our problems head on. Our senior year was the home stretch. Everyone we knew told us it would go by fast, and they were far too right. However, instead of despairing as months left turned into weeks and weeks to days, we chose to savor the small moments and make the most of our remaining time here. In the same way as our freshman year, stress was alleviated, and we spent time enjoying the last moments we would have in this community together. Now, as we stand at an important moment in our lives, we cannot just look at the highlights. Instead, we must look at everything we have been through: success and failure, hope and discouragement, confidence and doubt. In fact, the Greek philosopher Aristotle is quoted as saying, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." However, he never even said that. The actual quote goes, "The whole is something beside the parts." This slight difference is what I want you to take into account in your life. You are not defined by each individual action you perform. You are something completely different. You are not just the grade on a math test, or the game you lost, or the small mistake that keeps you up at night. You are something besides all that. You are the strength it took to recover from a setback. You are the courage it took to confront a stressful situation and overcome it. You are the one who gets up every time you stumble, and the one who has made it here today. Class of 2025, I cannot tell you the future will be easy. It simply won't be. There will always be challenges you are unable to predict. Despite this, you've all dealt with so much and still came out on top. So please hold your head high and continue to fight on as you do now. Perseverance isn't about what you do when you succeed, but instead, it's about what you do when you fail. You are capable, you are resilient, and most of all, you are ready. Congratulations, class of 2025. The world is waiting for you. Thank you.
The student who earns the highest academic average in the graduating class is recognized as a class valedictorian. The student receiving this award has earned an academic average of 101.6699. I am pleased to announce that the Valedictorian Award is presented to Megan Cooper. There you go, Megan. Thank you.
Good evening, administrators, faculty, staff, distinguished guests, friends, family, and of course, the Kingston High School graduating class of 2025. Before I commence my speech, I would first like to thank my family for their love, support, and kindness. As well, I would like to give glory to God for all my accomplishments along with those of the class of 2025. As I stand here today, I am filled with deep gratitude and a little disbelief that this day has finally arrived. Our lives have changed in the blink of an eye. We've spent years working towards this moment, from late night studying to early morning practices and everything in between. But as I reflect on our experiences and the world around us, one word kept rising to the surface: kindness. From a young age, children are asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And while it's fun to imagine myself becoming the first astronaut on Mars or the first woman president, we are learning that what we do and what we accomplish define who we are as human beings. And these ideals that we feed into ourselves determine our outlook on success being expected rather than celebrated. And it is in moments of competition and comparison that we often forget what matters most in our lives. As we branch out into the world, it is not the grades or the goals or the trophies that we will remember most, but the moments we've shared, the friends we've made, and the kindness we've experienced. Kindness isn't loud. It doesn't shout for attention, but it does leave a mark long after the moment has passed. It is also a choice. I want you to realize that your brain is in control of your entire body, from your feelings to your physical reactions. Each decision we make is an opportunity to create the world we want to live in. What an incredible realization. You have the power to determine reality simply with the thoughts inside your head. So, this leads me to 5 quotes that I want you to remember. 1, love your neighbor as yourself. 2, kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. 3, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible. 4, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And 5, hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. What you might have noticed about all 5 of these quotes is that they implore the expression of kindness. However, what you might not have known is who said each of them. Love your neighbor as yourself can be found in the Old Testament in Leviticus, used both in Jewish and Christian religious writings, showing that even with disagreement of beliefs, kindness is accepted by all. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see, said by Mark Twain, an author who often battled with theology and wrote of social commentaries and the human condition. Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible, was said by the Dalai Lama, a figure for the religion of Buddhism, which relies on believing in the good of humanity. People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel, was said by Maya Angelou, a major presence for women in the arts and activist for human rights. And lastly, hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Can be attributed to Martin Luther King Jr., an influential civil rights activist. In a divided world, kindness is one of the few fundamental principles that people of all genders, races, and religions can seem to agree to be crucial. So, as we part our ways into the journey of life, I ask you to use the power of your mind, as we discussed earlier, to cultivate a kind space, not just for others, but also yourself. During this time of transition, give yourself grace as you figure it all out. We have all worked hard and deserve kindness to ourselves and the world that helped us get this far. And while the world isn't perfect, it is our job to reinstate the ideals of kindness to others to make it better. The kindness that you put into the world is much more important than what you grow up to accomplish. We aren't given many gifts in this life for free, but kindness does not cost anything. Make sure you accept it with gratitude. Kindness is contagious. It takes little effort to spread, but leaves a lasting impact. Kindness is not a weakness, but rather a strength to unite us. It allows us to be bold, be brave, and above all, blessed. The world needs more empathy, more compassion, and certainly more generosity. So that means the world needs you, someone who I know can embody these traits to go out and make a difference. Thank you again for being here today, and congratulations and good luck to the Kingston High School graduating class of 2025. I know you will all make us proud.
Our guest commencement speaker tonight is a KHS Class of 2015 graduate who stood in this exact spot 10 years ago and has had quite a wild story. It is my pleasure to welcome tonight's commencement speaker, Miss Alana Lobianco.
Sorry, everybody, I just need to find it. Hello, everyone. It is truly such an honor to be standing up here today. First, I want to thank all the families, friends, KHS staff, and most importantly, the class of 2025. I'm Alana Lobianco, and 10 years ago, I was sitting right where you guys are sitting, probably sweating in the sun, and counting down the minutes until this was over. Don't worry, I remember how this feels, so I will keep this quick, or at least I'll try to. Back then, I was 18 years old with big dreams and bigger nerves, thinking I had life all figured out. My plan was to be a broadcaster on the Today Show. Spoiler alert, that dream has changed more than once. My high school years were full of memories. Starting and ending my day in Ace's room, laughing way too hard with Coach Bottolato, Corb making fun of my overalls, and spending every second nagging Miss Gorka to be on KHS TV. I even got to be the vice president of the class of 2015 and work closely with Mrs. Baker and Mr. Fitz, which made my time at KHS extra special. But here's the thing. At 18, no one really knows what life has in store for them. After high school, I worked hard in college and learned the value of being persistent. I applied to intern at Madison Square Garden 3 years in a row until I finally got it senior year, and I've been working there ever since. All of this is to say, don't be afraid to go after what you want and be persistent. Let's fast forward to just last May. At 27 years old, a healthy, active adult, I had a stroke. In an instant, I lost my ability to walk, talk, and do the simplest of tasks. Just over a year ago, I was in a wheelchair, learning how to speak again, wondering what my life would look like. If you had told me at my graduation that stroke survivor would be part of my story, I tell you that wasn't part of the 10-year plan. But I know I'm not the only one that's had to stare in the face of adversity. This past year, or throughout the years, your class has gone through things no one could ever imagine. Losing classmates, mentors, people who have had an impact on you. It's all very heavy. And yet, here you are. You're still showing up. You're still moving forward, and that's what resilience looks like. Resilience isn't about bouncing back to who you were before. It's about honoring what you've been through, holding on to each other, and choosing to keep going. And that strength you will carry with you forever. What I've learned is that the brain and body are truly incredible. With grit, patience, a little stubbornness, and a whole lot of positivity, you can come back from anything. This experience changed everything for me. My perspective, my purpose, and my priorities. You've probably heard it a million times that life is too short and you should live in the moment. And I used to roll my eyes at that too. But after the year I've had, I get it now. You don't realize the magnitude of those words until they're your reality. So take that trip, hug your people, say yes to all the things, and just live. While this isn't the journey I had planned out, this journey has made me more grateful than ever. I don't take little things for granted. I try to help others however I can. Even the smallest of things, like helping my mom empty the dishwasher when she asks, simply because I can, because not long ago I couldn't. What I really want you to know is this. Life won't go as planned, and that's okay. I'm standing here today not because everything went smoothly, but because I refused to let something define me or take me down. I put my head down, did the work, and kept going. As you sit here today, each of you has a different path in front of you. Whether you're headed to college or the military, learning a trade, or starting the workforce, you will each have a different perspective of what success is. I promise you, your definition of success is going to change several times. That's part of the journey. Enjoy it. So class of 2025, here's my advice. Live. Live every day and be proud of it. Be positive. When things don't go as planned, positivity can be your superpower. Be kind to others and be kind to yourself. Be curious, it'll keep you moving forward. Be courageous, that's what's gonna get you through. And lastly, be resilient, it's what got me here. Every unexpected moment, every twist and turn, it all shapes who you become. Okay, I promised to keep this short, but the class vice presidents didn't get to speak at my graduation, so I'm leaning into this moment, and I'm gonna leave you with this. When life throws you a curveball, be kind, be curious, and stay courageous. Take it from me, we're all a little slightly off balance, and that's more than okay. Class of 2025, congratulations.
KHS has enjoyed the privilege of collaborating with SUNY Ulster for many years in the Collegiate program. Juniors and seniors are able to take college-level courses taught at KHS, which enables them to build a college transcript during high school. 32 of our graduates have earned over 30 credits with the SUNY Ulster Collegiate program. This is the equivalent of 1 year of college. You can clap. These students have demonstrated commitment, diligence, and aspiration. We feel these students should be recognized, and we invite Dr. Allison Buckley, who is SUNY Ulster's president, to approach the podium and award the blue SUNY Ulster cord as each student is called to the stage. Assisting is Vice Principal Ms. Tina Montano.
At this time, as I call your name, please come up to the stage to receive your blue cord. Brenda Aguilar. Jessica Avelos Pacheco. Olivia Bizel. Sean Blebu. Emily Cardis. Ashner Chun. Wade Clemente. Luke Cooper. Megan Cooper. Aiden Day. Katarina Dicing. Matthew Diold. Evan Dong. Charlotte Donner. Ella Foss Saletti. Araceli Gonzalez Hernandez. Tassin Khan. Samuel Kovaleski. Christopher Lal Hostin. Andrew Lee. Sophia Lindgren. Darius Martinez. Benjamin McGann. Tatiana Meeks. Matthew Montano. Brandon Parks. Preston Provenzano. Jacob Rameter. Juliana Schlederer. Henry Shannon. Mackenzie Winkler. And last but not least, Lily Zito. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
At this time, it is an honor to present the class of 2025 to our superintendent, Dr. Padalino, and to declare that each candidate present here has fulfilled the requirements established by the Kingston School District Board of Education and the New York State Education Department and is entitled to receive a Kingston High School diploma, CDOS, Career Development Occupational Studies, SAC, Skills and Achievement Commencement Credentials, TASK, formerly GED, or PTech, Pathways in Technology Diploma. Please give a round of applause for Superintendent Dr. Paul Padalino.
Congratulations, class of 2025. It's my privilege to certify to the Board of Education President, Ms. Marie Anderson, that this class has earned the right to the diplomas and are entitled to all the privileges pursuant to their issuance. Ms. Anderson, I give you the class of 2025.
Congratulations, class of 2025. By the power vested in me as president of the Board of Education, I am honored to declare that the candidates present are eligible to receive their diplomas and they are entitled to all the privileges pursuant to their issuance.
This is my last chance.
I don't know if he's going to go first. Alan, are you going to go first? Oh, Alan, Alan.
Okay, come on up.
Isabella Arcadapani.
Madeline Ford.
Oh, Katarina Dicing.
Jackson Alexander Catrone.
Charlotte Donner.
Megan Cooper.
Catherine Aberly.
Luke Cooper.
Gideon Ajataz.
Syed Abdullah.
No, Richard. Come on, Richard. Oh, no. Caden Aldridge.
Brenda Aguilar.
Yes or no? Gustavo Antonio.
Flavio Alarcon Mazariego.
Tristan Asbury.
Anthony A.J.
Val-
Boyle. Oh,
Say it again. Valerie Aites.
I'm sorry. No. Say it. Anthony A.J. Allo.
B. Oranger.
Elizabeth Amel.
Catherine Aviles. Catherine Nazai Aviles.
Angel Axel Ariano Soriano.
Daryl Balsor.
Mariana Aziz.
Evan Banks. Just Danny.
Chloe Jean Oringer.
Danny Banks.
Jessica Naomi Avalos Pacheco.
Olivia Bizel.
Alana Jocelyn Bailey.
Miley Rose Bagando. What happened?
Angela Bonfi.
Sean Blebo.
Daniel too.
John Belucas.
Jacob Banks.
John Belucas.
Ethan Bates.
McKenna Boyd.
Jocelyn Jahira Batanko.
Cameron Briggs.
Bobby Bishop.
Jeremiah Brown.
Ramai Blue.
Natalia Bubalt.
Mason Ryder Borchert.
Giovanni Burris.
Lisbeth Bravo Garcia.
Odalis Kahl.
Bruce Broadhead.
Elvis Kahl Toole.
Addison Elizabeth Bryant.
Marin Caprati.
Tajari Bullock.
Maria Liz Cardoso Estacio. Do you want this?
Cameron Burt.
Ava Angelina Carpino.
Yolani Cowell.
Myra Castillo Pineda.
Dominique Joshelle Campbell.
Bianca Casu.
Emily Cardis.
Camilla Ceballos Raza.
Mariandra Blaha Carney.
Chase Chapman.
Jeff Ozzy Cartagena.
Vincent Chen.
Bradley Castillo.
Ashner Chun.
Henry Castle.
Valencia Sinevert.
Ana Serrano Mendez.
Wade Clemente.
Mia Rose Chambers.
James Cole.
Teralyn Charlot.
Mateo Corona Castillo.
Alan Cherry.
Aaron Cohen.
Marvin Chubb Ba.
Jasmine Cruz.
Sasha Chun.
Aiden Day.
Isabella Bernice Clausey.
Dominic DeFelice.
Maddox Tyler Cody.
Danielle Deneau.
Jasmine Cordero Cruz.
Isaiah Dermody.
Reseda Coronel Martinez.
Guy Dyers.
Elijah Christina Crichton.
Giovanni Dottola.
Anai Anthony Cruz.
Evan Dong.
Jazz De La Cruz.
Nicholas Dravecki.
Ella Charlotte Dukoski.
Danye Edwards.
Matthew Dioldi.
Judah Effner.
Carson Reese Derrick.
Aiden Elliott Rouse.
Mario Giovanni DePola.
Melissa Engracia.
Taven Carrie Dolan.
Savannah Felter. Edward, I'm gonna say it.
Reed Dumas.
Edward Fenelon. Thanks, Queen.
Adriana Edwards Drake. Reese Ellis.
Kyla Feth Williams.
Deanna Jade Ellsworth.
Sean Fitzgerald. I'll finish these two.
Sean Essler.
Gabriella Flores.
Taylor Catherine Fall.
Nathan Forlani. You're all good. Go right up there.
Kaya Fells.
Do you want Marie? Ella Marie Foss Saletti.
Mia Sean Ferraro.
Eleanor Fournier.
Jeremiah Fetty.
Daniel Stefan Garashi.
Lucy May Fitzgerald Van Loan.
Aurora Garcia Duran.
Zoila Flores Molina.
Luis Garcia Sanchez.
Haven Graves Caraforte.
Ava Catherine Gardner.
Jazan Foster. Where's yours?
Cambria Ann German.
Emma Fredericks.
Alexis Garcia.
Connor Gerard.
Alexis Garcia.
Anaya Jade Gonzalez.
Christian Garcia Mazariego.
Nadia Elise Gorton.
Josh Garcia Zacharias.
Nathaniel Green.
Abriana Gavner.
Judea Saquiara Jadara. I'm sorry.
Navia Gibson.
Therese. Josephine Therese Griggs.
Caitlin Ann Gleason.
Logan Grimm.
Araceli Gonzalez Hernandez.
Maciel Guerrero Cano.
Veronica Green.
Zachary Blaze Gulick.
Greg Rosales Greenberg.
Mark Daniel Hammersley Jr.
Arthur Dominic Grillo.
Jacob Peter Harkins.
Catherine Yuliza Guerrero Lopez.
Andrea Lee Harris.
Antonio Guevara.
Juliana Ray Hartwell.
Camilla Yukich.
Olivia Ann Hetty Banks.
Adam Hanlon.
Karen Henriquez Arias.
Cheyenne Little Flower Harris.
Mariana Hernandez Delgado.
Haley Madison Harris.
Victor Herrera Cordova.
Divine Grace Hassel.
Franklin Hidalgo.
Owen Heisenbuttle.
Gianna Rose Hines Perry.
Josiah Herbert.
Quinn Holsapple.
Johnny Herrera.
Addison Marie Hubbard.
Sean Hickey.
Let me say
Tristan Hill.
Giovanna Jasmine Jackson.
Tristan Hill. Kenzie Hoffman.
Dejanay Amani Johnson.
Gabby Lynn Hornbeck.
Anissa Johnson.
Caden Thomas Hubble.
Tenarius Johnson.
Kamir Kajak Hilton Jackson.
Ireland Sky Joseph.
Kayla Jacob.
Namari Keith.
Daniela Johnson.
Elizabeth Hanari Kaluba.
Sean Jaden Johnson.
Julian Kern.
John Jaden Jones.
Malachi Klippel.
Ariana Beatrice Giuliano.
Kelsey Amber Kohler.
Lisa Katz.
Gianna Kranenberg.
Tassin Khan.
Christopher Lal Holston.
Apple Riley King.
Molly Catherine Latch.
Emmy Elizabeth Clan.
Andrew C. Lee.
Jennifer Knight.
No. Daniel Lima.
Sam Kovaleski.
Camilla Scarlett Leo.
Aiden LaBounty. Sorry.
Jennifer Leon Gwanga.
Thomas Daniel Lasecki.
Diara Lewis.
Eduardo Leal.
Timothy Storm.
Sophia Grace Lindgren.
Timothy Storm Leiching.
Christopher Gabriel Lindsay.
Romeo Lemus.
Ace Littell.
Michaela Leon.
Dulce Maria Lobato.
Gabby Levine.
Jonathan Lopez Lopez.
Cassidy Ray Leedy.
John Lau.
It gives me great pleasure to announce Christina Gabrielle Lindsay.
Alexander Lully.
Annalise Rose Lapira.
Ethan Madera.
Luke Thomas Litzman.
Nicole Abigail Magana.
Heavenly Angel Loveland.
Brennan Lau.
Maya Lau.
Do you want your middle name? Francine.
Mackenzie Francine Manor.
Atalia Rose Lozada Guevara.
Jessica Marin.
Erin Jane Machang.
Darius Martinez.
Carla Madrid Cruz.
Jake P. Martino.
Amari Malcolm. It's my turn.
Layla Matthews.
Logan Manor.
What do you want?
Cleovalis McCluskey.
Flash Xavier Martel Vasquez.
Abby Elizabeth McCord.
Isabella Martinez. Joseph McDonald Jr. Shalimar Mauricio.
Benjamin McGann.
Robert Mathis.
Caleb McLean.
Jaden McComb.
Tatiana Meeks.
Anthony Michael McCrory.
Isaura Merchant.
Kaya Ryan McDowell.
Jonas Ryan Miller.
Armando Mondo Medley.
Jackson Manu.
Maria Mendez Munoz.
Olivia Hayden Mitchell.
Leslie Tatiana Mera Illescas.
Giovanna Victoria Montalto.
Pamela Lopez Serrano.
Isaiah Maryland.
Matthew Edward Montano.
Nora Michaud.
Corey Nason Eves Montperus.
Jaden Millord.
Gabriel Morales.
Wendy Love Asanswa Miraku.
Melina Lynn Mosby.
Max Molyneux.
Desmond Cleary Mulready.
Aaron McLaughlin.
Jose Navarro Rodriguez.
Cameron Elaine Montemora.
Jason Uncle JJ Nichols.
Jaslyn Rose Mooney.
Lincoln Nieto.
Daniela Morales Lopez.
Justice Nieves.
Cody Joseph Maris.
Brooke Lynn O'Brien.
Zachary Wade Munson.
Leslie Olvera.
Ryan Napoli.
Jack O'Reilly.
Claire Gabrielle Nelson.
Shane Page.
Jared Nerone.
Abigail Grace Palazzo.
Anthony Michael Nicoletti.
Austin Jeremiah Orodio Pardo.
Jimmy Nito.
Matthew Christopher Parkhurst.
Danielle Riley Noonan.
David Brandon Paul.
Soren Noto.
Isaiah Anthony Pemberton.
Taylor Marie O'Brien.
Haley Nace.
Brooke Carla Areglio.
Caden Matthew Peoples.
Manuel Pacheco.
Mason Perouse.
Alex Palacios.
Liam Michael Platt.
Joseph Paul John Palazzolo.
Sean Powers.
Zaya Rose Paris.
Preston Michael Provenzano.
Brandon Parks.
Anthony James Quinones.
Lucas Ponovic.
Liam Ray.
Fabian Andres Panagos.
Abraham AJ Ramesh.
Sophia Perez.
Fatima Ramirez Lemus.
Jonah Perry.
Nadia Marie Rezick.
Devea Pittman.
Jase Rice.
Robert James Pratt.
CJ Richards.
Ashley Rose Quick.
Maddox Ari Rogers.
Arkady Rockchev.
Leslie Rivas.
Andre Steven Ramirez Hernandez.
Anya Marie Rivera.
Jacob Ramatar.
Leanne Danielle Rodriguez.
Jade Georgina Reed.
Eliasine Gabriel Rosario Kilmer.
Mariana Rendon.
Mackenzie Rossi.
Noah Ricky.
Stephen Riggard.
Maya Rich.
Christopher Reyes Sagastume.
Camilla A. Regal.
Isaac Salazar.
Elijah Andreas Rivera.
Katie Sanchez.
Samantha Roberts.
Sophia Santiago.
Isaiah Rogers.
Marley Seven Saunders.
Yaritza Rojas Vasquez.
Nevaeh Scheffel.
Eva Marie Roseberry.
Sahara Schoen.
Ben Rounds.
Edward Lewis Scriber.
Yelson Rano Ba.
Balian Sessler.
Catherine Sagastume Bebb.
Henry Shannon.
Catherine Salguero.
Jeremy Schultes.
Jalen Sandoval.
Gavin Smith.
Cynthia Jasmine Santiago.
Mikhail Smith Yelise.
Eli Maxwell Schachter.
Ashley Soriano Gomez.
Juliana Rose Schleuder.
Marcus Shine Steele.
Rihanna Marie Scott.
My middle name?
Just your first name.
Yes, middle name.
No middle name.
Marshall Stokes.
Tyler Seary.
Tibet Sweeney.
Heath Schaefer.
Zakaria Michael Taylor.
Patrick Joseph Sheehan.
Kenny Tejada Belis.
Logan Schultes.
Angelo Turpning.
Giovanni Nathaniel Smith.
Abby Grace Tiano.
Nasir Khalik Smith.
Anna Julia Tochterman.
Liam Sochting.
Isabella Honey Torres.
Owen Quinn Sorbellini.
Blanca Tut Shaw.
Haley Soto.
Jada Velez.
Gabriella Stokes.
Magdalene Jane Van Wagenen.
Sebastian Paul Stokes.
Darson Vasquez Gavilan.
Tyat Sweeney.
Avery Rose Vatarius.
Nathan Tafoya.
Gabriel Ilario Tecchio.
Wallace.
Gabriel Ilario Tecchio.
Ali Wiedemann.
Ayla Elizabeth Turpening.
Christopher Wendt.
Gabriella Terrell.
Dylan James Wispel.
Juliana Angelina Tompkins.
Javon Lorenzo White.
Addison Shea Tubby.
Kenneth Edward Winters.
Aiden Mackay Valentine.
Yair Vargas Soriano.
Layla James Van Cleek.
Darian Richard Jackson Wood.
Thierry Omarion Vassal.
Abigail Wolfile.
Torian Waddell Jr. Oh, it's all me. Okay. William Walter. Michael Anthony Welliver. Carlise Mayara Wheeler. Piper Morgan White. Desiree Williams Chapman. Mackenzie Ava Winkler. And Lily Ryan Zito.
Congratulations to the class of 2025. It is my pleasure at this time to welcome Mr. Rolando Briseño to the microphone for our farewell speech from your AP for the last 4 years. Mr. Briseño, please come on up.
Just going to do a little housekeeping over here. I'm going to say a few words in English and Spanish for your benefit. Buenas noches, graduados. Comenzaré agradeciéndole a ustedes, los graduados del 2025, por confiar en mí y escucharme siempre. Juntos aprendimos lecciones valiosas y nos esforzamos por ser mejores. Pero todo esto siempre me ha llegado con mucha alegría. Su clase ha sido excepcional. Nos ha recordado la importancia de la resiliencia y el optimismo juvenil ante las lecciones de vida muy fuerte. Esta mañana les recordé que en este día los celebramos, pero que hoy es un día más grande que ustedes. También se trata de sus familias, amigos y todos los educadores que estuvieron con ustedes desde el primer paso hasta la última clase escolar. Además, representas los sueños y el trabajo de tus antepasados. Si su familia es nueva a nuestro país, ustedes traen una herencia orgullosa, una cultura rica y la energía para de verdad renovar este país. Tienen un corazón tan grande que aman su lugar de nacimiento y su hogar adoptivo. Dentro de unas generaciones, alumnos leerán sobre ustedes, sobre su experiencia como inmigrante y cómo fortalecieron nuestro país. La semana pasada visitaron sus escuelas primarias. Nuestros estudiantes más pequeños lo recibieron con saludo, con admiración. Regresaron a sus escuelas de primaria y esos estudiantes regresaron a sus casas, sus padres, y le contaron cómo ellos se conocieron a los graduados. Ya ustedes son héroes. Son modelos para esa nueva generación. Dejaron su huella esta semana. En mi discurso de este lunes pasado, yo le dejé con una pregunta. ¿Qué huella dejarán con otros viajeros a medida que continúan su camino por la vida? Es una pregunta y un desafío a partes iguales. Explorar, esforzarse, encontrar mejores maneras, contribuir, mejorar, eso es parte de la condición humana. Así que ahora se gradúan en esta tradición humana. Por eso, esta ceremonia de graduación es un ritual sagrado, donde nuestra generación se desprende con delicadeza de una porción del futuro y se la entregamos con cariño. Dentro de unos momentos, cuando se marchen en la recesión, se llevarán ese pedazo de futuro. Confío que dejarán su huella y mejorarán nuestros trabajos. Se lo deben a sí mismo y a todos los que vinieron antes. Aquellos en quienes se apoyan, se lo deben a nuestro futuro colectivo. Así que este ritual sagrado es más que solo togas y birretes. Es un recordatorio de ese futuro que ahora está en sus manos y de su nueva responsabilidad. And now, if you're bilingual, you get to hear my speech a second time. Good evening, graduates. I will begin by thanking you, the graduates of 2025, for trusting me and hearing me out most of the time. Together, we learned valuable lessons, and together, strive to be better. We worked through some tardies, some yonder pouches, some breakups, and some missing work that needed to be caught up ninth period. But all of it filled me with joy. Yours has been an exceptional class. reminding us about resilience and youthful optimism in the face of some very difficult life lessons. This morning, I reminded you about how on this day we celebrate you, but that today is a day bigger than you. It's also about your families. It's about your friends and every educator who is there with you from the very first step to this last day of class, just a few weeks ago. Moreover, you represent the dream and the work of your ancestors. If you have deep roots in Kingston, you've heard about the stories about the importance of the NAACP and Kingston's fight for integration and justice. You've learned that this stadium was named for Staff Sergeant Robert Dietz, World War II hero, and a 1940 graduate of Kingston High School. Or maybe you've heard stories about Kingston's IBM years. Well, you have a responsibility to represent Kingston well in your next stop. Share the pride that you have about this place. Maybe you will make your own impact on this city's long history. If you have family roots in public service and activism, your ancestors waved the American flag while demanding civil rights for all. They heard Dr. King proclaim that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Perhaps you will work to help make ours a more just society. If you have a family tradition in military service, your ancestors fought fascism and defended democracy across the world. For our graduates entering the armed forces, thank you for volunteering. And we all pray that you are kept safe. If your family is new to our country, you bring with you a proud heritage and rich culture, and the energy to strengthen our country. You have a heart big enough to love the place of your birth and your adopted home. 100 years from now, high school students will be reading about you, about your immigration experience, and how you made this nation stronger. This past week, you've visited our elementary schools. Our youngest students greeted you with high fives and banners, looking up at you in awe. They went back home, I'm sure, to tell their parents how they met high school graduates. You are already heroes and role models to the younger generation. You left an imprint. At Monday's baccalaureate, I ended my address with a question for you. What imprint will you leave on other travelers as you continue on your journey through life? It's as much a question as a challenge. It's a human condition to explore, to work at it, to find better ways, to contribute, to improve. So you now graduate into that human tradition. That's why this graduation ceremony is a sacred ritual, where our generation, today, we gently part ways with a portion of our future, of this future, and we lovingly hand that piece of the future to you. In a few moments, when you walk off in the recessional, you will be taking a piece of that future. I trust that you will leave your imprint and improve on our work. Our generation has done what we could. You owe it to yourself and all of the people that have come before you, those whose shoulders you stand on. You owe it to our collective future. So this sacred ritual is more than just caps and gowns. It's a reminder of that future that is now in your hands and of your newfound responsibility. Regardless of the work that you immerse yourself in, as that speaker on Monday told us about, I hope that you will follow Miss Madonna's legacy of rooting your work in a place of love. The Beatles were right, when they sang, "The word is love." I hope that you follow Mr. Idala's legacy of honoring the past, allowing your memories to give you hearty laughs and valuable lessons. I will remember you. I will remember this class for the rest of my life, for all of your laughter, all of our chats, all of our battles, all of our tears, and all of our achievements. My final word to you as your AP will be the same as the first words I gave you in your 9th grade year. Follow the golden rule. treat others as you would like to be treated. And now, graduates, it's time to move your tassels. Get ready. From right to left. Well done, graduates, and congratulations.
Should we split?
Let's split.
We
Jackson,
split?
come on this
Oh, yeah.
side. Jackson, come on this side.
Oh, those are Jackson. Whoopsie. Oh, where's the special snow?